Welcome to Bucs BP, presented by Pello Windows and Doors of Pittsburgh. Man, it's a pretty day. This city is absolutely outstanding. I feel like it's just part of the South. It's so awesome. This is Jack and Jacob walking in where it all started. I don't think it's any coincidence that it's a P and an A, and they're in Pennsylvania, they're in Pittsburgh. It's really exciting. This is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. KY, you gotta be kidding me. Look what's happening right now.
There's no doubt about it. I couldn't be more proud myself, so I know this man's proud.
Oh,
and
man.
obviously to see this man here on this field at this size is a beautiful
Yeah,
thing.
you're huge.
That is nice.
Where'd that come from?
We're still fine. I don't know. I think Mama Julie back home can cook some good food. I think that's what it is, man. All natural, grass-fed, none of that other stuff that we grew up with, obviously.
Yeah, we're height challenged.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, like, what was the feeling like walking in together? I mean, I got that picture of you hitting off the tee. I think it was a Pittsburgh Pirates or something like that. You look like Bam Bam, but like, I'm thinking about that guy, and then I'm thinking about this guy. I mean, how's it feel?
Go for it. Yeah, no, it's amazing. I mean, this is something we've had circled since the schedule came out. You know, for me as a dad to see his journey as a baseball player, but this is where it all started for me. And to be back here with him in his rookie year, to be able to be here and with all the family cheering him on, and you know, we're so proud of him as a human being and what he's doing on the field. So we're super excited.
Yeah, I just can't help but to think about from the time when you first got to Pittsburgh yourself, buying your suits for you, getting your first couple suits,
Nice.
and now moving to this part of it, where you actually get to see and teach this young man from little high to big high.
Yes.
And this is a big high. I mean, Jacob is so proud to see you, man.
Yeah.
What's it feel like stepping on this field now at this point?
Yeah, you know, it's awesome. You know, a lot of time spent here with family, you know, a lot of, you know, trips to the field with dad, you know, going to the clubhouse, being able to come hit on the field, you know, as a young guy, and be able to be here today it's pretty awesome. You know, it feels like a second home, be able to come back and be able to, you know, be in the city of Pittsburgh again. You know, it feels pretty special. We got a lot of family coming in, so it'll be a fun weekend.
Yeah, when you were last here, you were looking up to everybody. Now you're looking down on everybody, literally.
I want to ask you guys had a little reflection moment. Walking around the stadium, I think about Dion and Shadur walking around before the game. Are you kind of unlocking that idea of this guy's going to be wearing out the Pirates today? Because the memories, right? You're looking around. What memories came to mind for both of you guys?
I think for me, it's just standing there is like home. It's like coming home. Standing at that spot, looking at home plate, seeing this, it's almost like I have a calmness about me that I haven't had since I've been able to stand there. So it's so when I asked him to come out and walk around, I wanted to take him to my favorite spot in my baseball life, and that's shortstop at PNC Park. So we got to stand. Unfortunately, the sprinklers were on, so it was a little bit of time. But that was my home. That's where I felt like the happiest person, being able to play baseball with a Pirate uniform on at PNC. I never felt anything like that. So that's part of the emotions tonight, is to be able to see him stand in the same spot and play the same position. And you know, it's not for the Buccos, you know, but it's just so, I don't know how to explain it. I don't think words do any justice.
You gonna watch his at bats?
I watch you live. He knows that. I just don't watch it on
This one's
like,
different.
TV.
This one's different. What about
This
you?
one's fine.
Like, what hit you today? You're walking around because when you're a kid, this is a kid's game.
Yeah,
Like-
I think, mostly just the stadium. You know, we spent a lot of time in these seats right here, you know, with mom and sisters growing up, and just be able to walk in the clubhouse, you know, it's the same walk that we took when, you know, when he was here as a player. So just be able to, you know, experience that all again, you know, all these years later, and to be able to just be on this field, you know, looking at the field is, you know, amazing. Be able to come back and see that view
no
again.
doubt,
So,
no doubt.
you know, like I said, we're excited. I'm excited to play here for the first time, and, you know, excited to have all the family
Yeah,
here.
but I mean, think about it. You're like a 950 career family day hitter, though. Like, you lit us up when we were throwing wiffle balls and squishy balls back in the day. So technically, you got a good
Hey,
average.
so that's it. So remember throwing out the first pitch. Can you actually remember doing that? Can you remember when you threw out the first pitch? 'Cause
I
it's
remember
so
the
young.
morning. Yeah, I remember the
Yeah.
morning. I don't really remember the pitch as much, but you know, obviously we have the video and all the photos that we
Yeah,
have
that's
hung
it.
around the house. So no, it will be cool to be able to, you know, get the reverse rolls going, be able to catch the first pitch, and you know, it'll be a fun one.
Yeah, Katse said not to bounce it. He's like, hey, just don't bounce it. I'm like,
Do you remember? You caught it, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Did he throw a strike?
He did, and it was awesome too because we practiced it. We practiced. We were
course you
in
did.
like the living room, and I'm like, bro, we got this. So I mean, it was low. I got underneath it. I got thumb up, So we got the strike. It was in the K zone on TV, so it was awesome.
You did good.
Great.
You framed it perfectly.
He was real excited. He got out there and he's like started to kind of like get the trigger. You know, he going. I'm like, all right, wait till they say your name.
Yeah.
You got to get the moment. And he's like, now. Yeah, so just an amazing moment that we were able to have together, and to have this happen full circle is.
Hey, I
It's
can
a
tell
dream
you,
come true.
I promise you right now, all the Pittsburgh Pirate fans, I mean, they are going to love every bit of watching this, just because to see that you were here, you were a part of it, you know, and that
You
just
got
to know
black
that
and yellow-
much,
you have
know,
black and yellow in that blood.
it
No
runs
doubt
deep
about it.
inside
Yes,
you
it
too,
does.
brother.
Yes, sir.
It's
It
all
does.
good. Yeah,
Something
absolutely.
I want to say, I love your dad. He's been great to me. He's a mentor to me. Can't wait to do a lot of cool things with him. But what's the balance like? I didn't have this. This is really cool, but I think you have a really cool relationship in the sense of the accountability you both have. You kind of push back, and it's really cool to watch it kind of all come to light. I mean, he was talking about it years ago, like, you just wait, it's just got to happen like this and this and this, and I'm just watching, I'm like, yeah, and it has. It's been to a T.
For sure. I think that, the most important part is being able to lean on him for, guidance throughout the entire process, but also being able to, build your own routine as a player. I think everybody's different, and, you can get as much of, insight from him as I could, and then being able to also implement some of my own stuff, being able to, become my own player, and the kind of the pregame stuff that comes along with it. And, I obviously had a ton of help with him, growing up, and being able to learn from him as much as I can. And, I think we have a, great relationship post-game, being able to, phone calls, discussing what happened during the game, and being able to make adjustments and learn from it, and, going into the next day.
And I think that's a cool thing you just said, your own game. You have some similarities. Obviously, you play really hard. You leave it out on the field just like him. But some of those differences, obviously, the height.
Yeah.
So the swing's a little bit different, but the approach is very similar. Talk a little bit about that, because that is changing the game if you don't know it. I'm just
Yes.
saying. Yeah,
And
it
thank
needs
you
to
for that.
happen. So thank you. It's bigger than you even know.
Yeah, I think kind of the mindset, of hitting always, came from him. With the players that he learned from, just like, I learned from my teammates and players that I talked to on the base paths today. I think it's just, this game has so much to do with learning. The players that you have around you, from teammates to guys you play against, just being able to, talk hitting, talk defense, whatever it is. And I think that, with him being able to, grow up with a, big league dad, where he had big league teammates and guys who he played against who are obviously really good, and just being able to talk to him and learn from him. He was, the best in the business at shortstop, so be able to learn defensively from him.
44th all-time defensive player,
There it
34th
is.
shortstop all-time.
There it is.
That's pretty cool.
They should have had multiple gold
Well,
gloves.
when you're throwing the guys like,
Yeah,
let me come
Stretch
on.
McGee.
Oh, you made it easy.
I make the play, close the eyes, throw,
Yeah.
they take care of it.
Yeah.
So between KY at first was money.
As much as I want to keep this guy and make sure he
Yes.
doesn't get any work, I want to let you go.